Have you ever found yourself around someone who makes you feel small without ever raising their voice? No shouting, no insults, just the kind of behavior that makes you feel like your words don't matter. Maybe it's someone who constantly talks over you, forgets what you've said, or brushes off your feelings like they're nothing. This kind of quiet disrespect can be easy to miss, but deeply damaging. And as we get older, people sometimes assume we'll just stay quiet, go along, and keep the peace. But dignity doesn't retire with age. In fact, the older we get, the more important it becomes to protect it. That's why in today's video, we're going to go through 5 powerful, respectful ways to respond when someone doesn't treat you right. Whether it's a longtime friend, a pushy relative, or even someone new in your life, these strategies will help you stand your ground with confidence, without ever needing to raise your voice. Stick around until the end, because we'll also talk about how to build an everyday presence that naturally earns respect before you even speak. These aren't tips or tricks. They're lifelong habits that give you quiet strength in any situation. If you've ever left a conversation feeling overlooked, unimportant, or just plain tired of being nice to people who aren't nice back, this video is for you. You're not being dramatic. You're not imagining things. And most importantly, you're not helpless. Let's begin with the first and most essential tool. Number 1, a boundary that stands every time. One of the most respectful things you can do for yourself is to set a boundary and hold it. Not just once, not just when you feel brave, but every single time someone crosses the line. Why? Because people notice what you tolerate. Even if it's subtle, when you let something slide once, it often gets repeated. Holding a boundary doesn't mean confrontation. It simply means being clear, saying something like, "I'm not comfortable with that comment," or "Please don't interrupt me while I'm speaking." Short, clear, calm. Then you act on it. You step back if needed. You end the call if they keep crossing the line. You don't need to justify it. You don't need to over-explain. You just need to mean it. There's a gentleman I knew named Robert, 76 years old. Soft-spoken, always kind, but never a pushover. At his weekly chess club, someone would always make passive-aggressive jokes. One day, Robert gently looked up and said, "Let's keep the game respectful or I'll sit the round out." He didn't yell. He didn't explain. He simply set the tone. And the tone changed. A firm boundary isn't about control. It's about self-respect. And when you keep it steady, others start to follow. Not out of fear, but because you've taught them what's acceptable around you. Number 2, a calm voice that shifts the energy. When someone disrespects you, it can stir something inside. You might feel your chest tighten or your hands clench. That's your body reacting to something that doesn't feel right. But here's the truth. The most powerful response is not the loudest one. It's the calm one. People who belittle others are often looking for a reaction, something they can feed off of. They want to feel bigger by making you feel smaller. But when you stay grounded, when your voice stays even, and your words stay few, you turn that power dynamic on its head. It might sound like, "I don't respond to that kind of tone," or simply, "That wasn't necessary." Then you pause. Let the silence speak. Let them sit in it. I once saw a woman named Dolores, in her 80s, handle this with such grace. At a community luncheon, someone made a snide remark about her opinion. She didn't flinch. She just said, "I'll speak when you're ready to listen." And the entire room felt it. She didn't demand respect. She created it. Calmness doesn't mean weakness. It means strength under control. And that kind of strength is hard to ignore. If you're still watching and this resonates with you, comment number 2 below. It lets me know you're here. And it helps others find this message too. Number 3, a step back without the drama. There comes a time when words aren't enough. When someone continues to disregard your boundaries or treat you poorly, despite your efforts, it's time to do the most powerful thing of all. Step back, not in anger, not to prove a point, but because your energy deserves protection. It doesn't matter how long you've known them. It doesn't matter if they're family. Respect is earned, not owed. Taking space might mean fewer phone calls, shorter visits, delayed replies. You don't need to announce it, you just shift, quietly, firmly. That shift teaches people more than words ever could. It says, I've noticed. I'm not chasing approval. I value my peace. I remember a man named Gerald who used to attend every family reunion, despite being the butt of every joke. One year, he simply stopped going. When asked, he said, I choose to be around people who treat me well. It didn't cause a fight, but it created a ripple. Some reached out, this time with respect. Some didn't, and that's okay. Your time is precious. Choose how you spend it. Number 4, a statement that ends the conversation. We often feel the need to explain ourselves, to go on and on, hoping the other person will finally understand. But here's the truth. Someone who doesn't respect you isn't usually interested in your explanation. So stop over-explaining. Start stating. Simple phrases like, that's not okay with me. I'm not continuing this conversation. This isn't respectful and I'm stepping away. Short, clear, done. You don't owe anyone a debate about your dignity. You just need to make your standards clear. I knew a woman named Fran who always tried to make peace. Years of long emails, long talks. Nothing changed. One day, she simply said, I'm done justifying myself, and walked away. She told me later, I felt freer than I had in decades. Don't argue for respect. State it, live it, walk it, and the people who deserve a place in your life will rise to meet that standard. If this part of the video hits home, drop a number 4 in the comments. Let's keep lifting each other up. Number 5, a circle that mirrors your worth. The people you spend time with shape your reality more than you know. They influence how you feel, how you speak, and even how you see yourself. If you're surrounded by people who dismiss you, it starts to wear you down. But when you find those who value you, who truly listen and show kindness, it changes everything. It might be one friend, a small group, or even someone new you meet later in life. But those connections matter. They remind you what mutual respect feels like. And once you experience that, you stop settling for anything less. There's a woman I admire named Jeanette, 80 years old. She joined a book club at her local library and said, they didn't care how old I was or what I'd been through. They just saw me. That little circle gave her more confidence than years of strained family gatherings ever did. You deserve people who reflect your value just by how they treat you. No drama, no conditions, just mutual respect. If someone in your life makes you feel invisible, it's okay to step back and find better. Because better is out there, and you deserve it. If you've ever looked back and thought, I should have said something, I should have walked away, or I wish I hadn't let that slide, know this, you were doing your best, but now you know better, and that means you can do better. From this day forward, it's not too late to start holding boundaries. It's not too late to stay calm and walk away from disrespect. It's not too late to surround yourself with people who see you, hear you, and value you. You don't need to shout to be respected. You just need to know your worth and act like it. Thank you for spending time with us today. If something in this video helped you, please leave a comment and share what stood out. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a message made just for you. You've earned respect. And starting today, you're going to claim it. One steady, calm, powerful step at a time.